Welcome to Yahweh Chapel of Truth. Today I'm being interviewed, and I would like to share my interview with the public. And as you know, I've been sharing my book with everybody and telling you all stories about my life because I've been writing this book too long that I haven't published it yet. So hopefully I'll be able to publish the book before this year is out. So I'll start, sir, can you start the interview?
I am your son, Daniel Jolly. I will be interviewing you.
Okay,
All
Mr. Jolly.
First off, I want to know what you feel about. I know I've been watching the news. They said they want you to not wear one mask, but they want you to double it up. How do you feel about that?
Well, to be honest with you, you really don't have to wear it. I mean, maybe you should wear two masks in a way. You can, and the only reason I say that because this virus have duplicated itself. And it's a worse strain that's out there now than it was when I had the COVID-19 in March.
Okay, next question. How do you feel about COVID-19 on marriages, relationships, your kids, family, work?
Well, I feel that family really need to get together, even if you get together with 5 people and do your distancing. But you need to be able to go and hug a family member. I mean, you need to be able to go and hug a friend. I don't see it. It seems like they trying to separate us, put a barrier between us. You know, why would you put a barrier between me and my man and tell me and him, y'all got to safe distance each other? 6 feet. Well, we in the same house together. Why we got to be 6 feet? I'm gonna sit right up under him. I ain't doing no 6 feet with my man. I just think it's a shame that the whole world is doing 6 feet away from the people that they love.
Okay, next question. I know you watch the stock market, Miss Jolly, right?
Yes, I do.
Okay. How do you feel about the poor taking from the rich this time? The little guy, the underdog, finally coming up and they trying to shut us down. How do you feel about that?
I feel that is good. It should be teaching the millionaires a lesson. If they was investing in our programs in the inner city, they wouldn't be losing so much money now. And if they wasn't so lying and keep lying in their life, maybe they get a break, but they're not going to get a break because they have mistreated the poor people, the burden bearers. We've been bearing the burden of this country for a long time, and I'm glad they're going down. And I think COVID-19 is the reason why they're going down. I'm happy about that.
Okay, do you feel like this is all planned?
In a way, I thought about it, and I thought about it when Trump was in office. I said, something, if that was me and my people out there, they wouldn't hardly even let it even get near the White House.
I'm not talking about COVID-19, Ms. Jolly.
Could you say that question again?
Do you feel that this virus is planned?
Yes, and that's what I was getting to. I believe that this virus is planned. I believe that the last president, I believe that he knew that this virus was planned. And I believe this is all a plan because they got to kill so many people. They got to kill 1 billion people. They can't feed all the people that's on this planet. So they got a virus now that's going around killing people 2,000 a day. It was made to kill people.
So you telling me they don't have enough food to feed everybody on the planet?
No.
Why is that?
Maybe they invest in these prison sites. They always building more prisons.
Miss Jolly. The question is, why do you not think there's not enough food for everybody in this world?
I believe that it's enough food for everybody in this world, but you know something? Since this COVID-19 came around, the food is messed up. If you taste chicken, it don't taste the same.
Ms. Jolly, do you believe we're supposed to eat chicken?
Yeah, the ones that want to eat it.
Are we supposed to eat animals?
No, we really don't supposed to eat animals because in the Bible it tells you that you don't supposed to eat animals.
If you go from the Bible, Leviticus chapter 14, it kind of tell you what to eat.
Yes,
so if
it
you go by
does.
that, it's actually enough food for everybody if you harvest. So much green land out here that's untapped. What's your thoughts on that?
I believe that the black man or the colored man or the people of color, we need to start investing in the land. We need to buy some property. Because we need to be able to take care of ourselves. We can't keep waiting on this man to throw some breadcrumbs on the floor.
Okay, who's your favorite character that ran up into the Capitol building that crazy day? Who's your favorite character?
I would say the guy that stood out the most is the one that had the Viking horns on and he was half naked. He didn't have no drawers on, but he had something wrapped around him. That was a disgrace. But he got in there and he was smiling. He had 2 little horns on. So I know he must have had some Viking blood in him because that's what Vikings do. They do stuff like
Do
that.
you think they was allowed in the Capitol, or did they break in? You think they just let them in? What do you think?
I think the late president probably told him, don't fight with him, just let him come on in.
Now, I know this question right here is not part of the list. I don't know if you want to put this in the video. You can say no comment. Because this question going to have you lose a lot of followers. But I got to ask this question. I ask this tough question because that's what I do. How do you feel about Donald J. Trump?
Donald J. Trump. He's peeling back America. It's like an onion. And he just peeling it back. He letting you see all the pedophiles in the White House. He's peeling back some more stuff. So when he started peeling back stuff, people got upset. Because he was peeling back. Right. And he was letting people see these pedophiles is right in the White House. And now you know, they in the White House. The White House got, do you know, if you was in another country, a man wearing a dress, he would be stoned. They stone people for stuff like that.
What do they do here?
They give him a big office.
They glorify
him. They give him a big office. He's in charge of something, but he's going to be wearing a wig to work, a dress, and a mustache and a beard. What kind of example is you setting for the children?
Okay.
I'm not on that.
Hey, Ms. Jolly,
I think they should be stoned.
Ms. Jolly, I've been knowing you for a little while. What do you recommend as far as cannabis?
Well, I recommend that it's very helpful, and that with people that got anxiety or chronic pain or people suffering from diseases, I think it helps people. You know, it helps you deal with what you're dealing with. You know, me, myself, you know, I've been doing it for now 2 years. You know, and it has really, I have came off some very strong pain medicine.
Like what? Can you explain?
I was taking, trying to remember the Tramadol. I was taking Percocets. I was taking some real strong stuff, you know. And this stuff actually messed me up. You know, it put holes in my stomach. And I was taking this stuff for over 20 years. They took me off of the medication, you know, and put me on something different, but they didn't do that.
Okay, Mr. Dottie, I'm going to go to the next question. Do you have any recipes you want to share with anybody?
Oh, yes. I have a good recipe for dill pickles. What you do, you go over to the store and you buy a jar of kosher dill pickles. They have them in days. And then when you buy them, you go over and buy some red, green peppers.
Fresh or in the can?
No, fresh. You got to have fresh. Then you take it home. Then you take take the top off the jar. You chop it up and put it in there.
Can you not take it home?
No, you have to take it home. Okay. You know, you got to pay for it. You got to pay for it, and you take it home. And then you put the hot peppers in there and let it set for 3 weeks. Don't touch it. Those be the hottest pickles that you could ever have. And I think, Dan, you can vouch for that.
Can you say my name?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay, next question. Okay, do you plan on having any more kids at your age?
You know, sometimes I feel like Elizabeth in the Bible. She had a baby at a very late age in life. Okay. And that probably was me, but I lost the baby.
You want to try to have another one?
No. Even though I'm going through menopause, I don't want no more children.
I didn't want to know that.
I know you didn't. I don't want no more children.
Ms. Jolly, do you think it's safe to use a microwave?
To be honest with you, it's not really safe to use a microwave, but if you use it, make sure that you're not in the kitchen with the microwave while it's going off. Be in another room because the radioactive stuff is all in your kitchen. We got to be careful. I mean, we're killing ourselves.
Okay, Ms. Jolly, I'm going to conclude this interview. Maybe we can have another interview later on after I get done working in my office.
Okay, Mr. Jolly, I appreciate you, picking my brain.
You're welcome.
You know, and you...
Hold on, I got one more question.
Okay.
Do you consider yourself a guru?
Yes, I consider myself a lady guru. And the reason why, because I have lived through a whole lot of stuff, and I have a lot of wisdom that I can share with everybody. And matter of fact, while we talking about this, I have a story about my life that I would like to share. I always share a piece of my life. And it was a time when me and my mother was sitting together. And we were sitting in the kitchen with my dad. And my dad he said, who do you love? Me or your mother? At the time I had a twisted mouth. So I pointed to my mother. He said, she ain't going to be around that long. So then after that, we were sitting there talking, and I wasn't saying nothing. Then all of a sudden, he just slapped my mother out of nowhere.
Oh, wow. This interview going to the left now.
And what she did, my mother grabbed me, and me and her went into the bathroom, and she locked the door until he was, until he was sober. And I guess until he woke up after he drunk. But anyway, after he woke up while he was drunk, he wanted me, me and him was walking to the stairs together, and he wanted me to give him a kiss. He said, give me a kiss. And what I did, and I wish I wouldn't have done it, but this is what I did. I took my hand in his face and pushed him all the way down the stairs. Then he had a bottle. Remember I be telling you about the bottles being in the back pocket? I'm interviewing you. Well, anyway, young men, they carry bottles around in their back pocket, okay? My father had his bottle in his back pocket. When he went down the stairs, guess where the bottle was at? Stuck in his back. My mother was got towels and waters and all that other stuff. They had to call emergency. They had to call the ambulance.
Did you cry that night, Miss Jolly?
No, I didn't. I was glad that I done it.
Oh, wow.
Because
okay, Miss Jolly, we're gonna stop this interview now because it's turned into a counseling session.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm not certified to become a counselor. I don't have my license. I don't have my PhD. I am just a basic interviewer, so we cannot go that route with me. But I just want to know. You got 3 kids, right, Miss Jolly?
Yes, I do.
What are their names?
The first one name is Leonetta. The second one name is Daniel. He's my oldest son. Leonetta is my oldest daughter, and Isaiah is my baby son.
Out of all 3 of your kids, who drink the most?
I really don't know. I really don't.
Guru Jolly, you're having an interview.
I know, but I don't know who drink the most. Because
who do you think?
We got closet drinkers in the family.
Who do you think?
Who do I think? Daniel.
In the interview.
Thank you.
Have a good day, Miss Jolly.
You too.